So this stuff works. It really does work. Practically 59 miles per gallon out of a 2.2 diesel 7-seat car is amazing. And that car doesn't have any stop start. And the list miles per gallon is 54 miles per gallon. So we're getting a great return on our investment with this product. Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, if I could just ask you to hit the subscribe button just in the bottom right hand corner, it will help me to share my content. If you're not new to the channel, you know that I've been testing some diesel additives and additives in general and reviewing them for you. So in previous videos I've done Reddex diesel treatment, I've done Liqui Moly super diesel additive, Liqui Moly diesel purge, and also another product which was on Amazon, and it was one of their highest rated additives called DPB-100 made by Hydra. And I've had mixed successes with these products. The best one was the Liqui Moly super diesel additive. One of the key parts to the Liqui Moly additive is a cetane booster, which is why I've chosen this product here. So it's made by a company called Mannol, and I've used their products before and been happy with them. So I thought I'd give this a try. Paid $7.99 for this on eBay. Now the plus side to the packaging is that it looks quite tidy, but the downside is you have to mix it 1 to 300 ratio, but it's a metal tin, so it's got these lines here, but actually being able to see where the fluid is in comparison to these lines is not going to be very good. And the spout just pulls out like that, so it's going to be quite difficult to put into the tank. So my cheat for this is to use this bottle here. As I said, I've used this DPB-100, and it has a quite good metering system in there. So I'm just going to decant this additive into this bottle, and then when we need to fill up with fuel, I will start using this product. So we've just got a ring pull to open this. Time for another fill up, and we're just going to check what our stats are. As you can see, we're pretty much on empty, 1 mile range, and done 444 miles. That's pretty good. Low average speed. So this drive cycle has been, I literally have not looked at the miles per gallon, so this is going to be new to me, seeing what the car's done over that 445 miles. Then temperature's up 22 degrees, so expect to have good fuel consumption with weather like this, even if we are using air conditioning, which would add to fuel consumption. So we're at 41.7. Going to head off to the fuel station and just top up the tank with the additive. It seems that I'd got the calculation wrong, so I'd worked out that it was 15 millilitres per tank, but that's incorrect. It's actually 150 millilitres per tank. So it's amazing that I was getting those good fuel consumption figures to start off with. To be fair, over this last drive cycle, I've thought the car has actually driven extremely well. The fact that I've only added 15 rather than 150 is a good sign. So we're going to put the tank in now, and then we're going to drive it till that one is empty. So let's just review this tank of fuel. So we've done 493.8 miles on this tank, averaged 52.6. Still got 31 miles left to go, and that gauge is not accurate. We've still got a bit left in there, and we haven't hit the low level indicator yet. So still got some more to come out of that. That's our average speed. So this tank's worth of fuel, the first half was done running around town, short distances, but I managed to keep the miles per gallon above 50. It was between 50 and 51 for the majority of that half tank. So and I wasn't driving slowly, I was just being careful, changing down gears when needed to be, or up gears, however you want to describe it. And temperature 20 degrees C, so that is going to be on the warm side. It's going to be great for fuel economy, but I did have to use the air conditioning throughout most of that as well. So overall, great result on that. The last half of the tank was used on a long journey, and most of the speeds were at 70 miles an hour. I wasn't hanging around, I wasn't sitting at 57 miles an hour. So it is a kind of real world test on what you can get out of this tank of fuel with this additive. So after doing the test on super diesel, I still had some of it left, and I was basically had to refill to make a journey home, thought I'd just add some of this to the tank, and that was 112 miles away. And look at the needle, so that was a full tank 112 miles away. If we look at the stats just for that particular journey, we've got quite a high average speed, so you would expect good fuel economy, but I wasn't hanging around. It was pretty much 70 miles an hour all the way, not the most fuel efficient speed. And then we've got 57.1 miles per gallon. So great miles per gallon on that particular journey. It will obviously drop down when we start doing some round town, but bear in mind the miles per gallon for this car is indicated at 54 miles per gallon doing a extra urban journey, so speeds of 57 miles an hour. I would say that is exceptional, and so great results from this. But what these figures don't tell you is that changing back to the super diesel, you do notice just how good the car drives with this. So when you're using the Reddex, and I think it's a quirk of the Reddex, there's a very tinny knock to the engine. It's the only way to explain it. It's kind of like where the fuel mixture is thinned out too much and the engine can't cope with the knock, and it's trying to reduce that knock. when you're running the super diesel, there's none of that. It literally, it sounds like a really refined petrol engine, and the power it generates is just great. This car is a very overpowered engine, because it's a 7-seater, so it's a big engine, and it produces a lot of torque and brake horsepower, so it always drives extremely well and feels extremely fast. But when you put this in it, it's another world. When you accelerate, it accelerates with a very silent whoosh, without any of this pinking or knocking or noise, and it accelerates so quickly. I think that's how it gets the great miles per gallon, because when you're accelerating, you are obviously going to be using more fuel, but the time that you're accelerating for is much shorter using the super diesel than it is when you're using the Reddex. So I think that's how it's getting this great miles per gallon. In this particular tank there will be a mix of Reddex and the super diesel in there as well, so the combination of the two might be working particularly well to produce this great miles per gallon. But when I first started using the super diesel, I was getting 58 miles per gallon on that first tank's worth of fuel. So hope you found this video useful. If you could comment down below what you would like me to test next, or what you thought of this video.